Hello, my name is Wendy. My student number is S0441057. The speech title is My Green School Dream. The speaker is John Hardy. I'm a freshman in NCUE. I grew up in a very small village in Canada, and I'm an undiagnosed dyslexic. I had a really hard time in school. In fact, my mother told me eventually that I was the little kid in the village who cried all the way to school. I ran away. I left when I was 25 years old to go to Bali, and there I met my incredible wife, Cynthia, and together over 20 years, we built an amazing jewelry business. It was a fairy tale, and then we retired. Then she took me to see a film that I really didn't want to see. It ruined my life. Laughter, The Inconvenient Truth, and the Mr. Gore. I have 4 kids, and even if part of what he says is true, they are not going to have the life that I had. And I decided that the moment that I will spend the rest of my life doing whatever I could to improve their possibilities. So here's the world, and here we are in Bali. It's a tiny little island, 60 miles by 90 miles. It has an intact Hindu culture. Cynthia and I were there. We had a wonderful life there, and we decided to do something unusual. We decided to give back locally. And here it is. It's called a green squad. I know it doesn't look like a squad, but it is something we decided to do. And it is extremely green. The classrooms have no walls. The teacher is writing on the bamboo blackboard. The desks are not squared at green school. The children are smiling, an unusual thing for school, especially for me. And we practice holism, and for me it's just the idea that if this kid graduates a whole person, chances are he'll demand a whole world to live on. Our children spend 181 days going to school in a box. The people that built my school also built a prison and the insane asylum out of the same materials. So if this gentleman had a holistic education, would he be sitting there? Would he have had more possibility in his life? The classrooms have natural light. They are beautiful. They are bamboo. The breeze passes through them, and when the natural breeze isn't enough, the kids deploy bubbles, but not the kind of bubbles you know. These bubbles are made from natural cotton and rubber from the rubber tree. So we basically turn the box into a bubble, and these kids know that painless climate control may not be part of their future. We pay the bill at the end of the month, but the people that are really going to pay the bill are our grandchildren. We had to teach the kids that the world is not indestructible. This kid did a little graffiti on their desks, and then they signed up for 2 extra courses. The first one was called sanding, and the second one was called relaxing. But since that happened, they own those desks. They know they can control their world. We are on the grid. We are not proud of it. But an amazing alternative energy company in Paris is taking us off the grid with solar. And this thing is the second vortex to be built in the world. In a 2.5 meter drop on a river when the turbine drums in, we will produce 8,000 watts of electricity day and night. And you know what these are? There's nowhere to flourish. And as long as we are taking our waste and mixing it with a huge amount of water, you're all really smart. Just do the math. How many people times have much water? There isn't enough water. These are compost toilets, and nobody at the school wanted to know about them, especially the principal. And the work People use them, people are okay, it's something you should think about doing. But many things that didn't work. The beautiful canvas and the rubber skylights got eaten by the sun in 6 months. We had to replace them with recycled plastic. The teachers dragged giant PVC whiteboard into the classroom, so we had some good ideas. We took out automobile windshields, put paper behind them, and created the first alternative to the whiteboard. Green Squad sits in south central Bali and is on 20 acres of rolling garden. There's an amazing river traveling through it, and you can see there how many managed to get across the river. I met a father, and the other day we looked at a little crazy. I said, "Welcome to Green School," he said. "I've been on an airplane for 24 hours. I asked him why. He said, "I had a dream once about a green squad, and I saw the picture of this green squad. I got on an airplane. In August, I was bringing my sons." This was a great thing. But more than that, people are building greenhouses around Green School, so their kids can walk to school on the path. And people are bringing their green industries, hopefully their green restaurants, to the Green School. It's becoming a community. It's becoming a green model. We had to look at everything. No petrochemicals in the pavement. No pavement. These are volcanic stones laid by hand. There are no sidewalks. The sidewalks are gravel. They flood when it rains, but they are green. This is the school buffalo. He's planning to eat a fence for dinner. The fences at Green School are green, and when the kindergarten school kids recently moved their gates, they found out the fence were made out of tapioca. They took the tapioca juice up to the kitchen, sliced them thinly, and made delicious chips. Landscaping. We managed to keep the garden they was there running right up to the edge of each of the classrooms. We dropped them gently in. We made a space for these guys who are Bali's last black pigs, and the school cows is trying to figure out how to replace the lone woman on the playing field. These young ladies are living in a rice culture, but they know something that few people know in the rice culture. They know how to plant organic rice. They know how to look after it. They know how to harvest, and they know how to cook it. They are part of the rice cycle, and these skills will be valuable for them in the future. This young man is picking organic vegetables. We feed 400 people lunch every day, and it's not a normal lunch. There's no gas. Local Balinese women cook the food on sawdust burners using secrets that only their grandmothers know. The food is incredible. Green School is a place of pioneers, local and global, and it's a kind of microcosm of the globalized world. The kids are from 25 countries. When I see them together, I know that they are working out how to live in the future. Green School is going into its third year with 160 children. It's a school where you do learn reading. One of my favorites, writing. I was bad at it. Arithmetic. But you also learn other things. You learn bamboo building. You practice ancient Balinese arts. This is called mud wrestling in the rice fields. The kids love it. The mothers are quite convinced. Laughter. We've done a lot of outrageous things in our lives, and we said, okay, local. What does local mean? Local means that 20% of the population of the school has to be Balinese, and this was a really big commitment. And we were right, and people are coming forward from all over the world to support the Balinese scholarship out. Because these kids will be Beli's next green leaders, the teachers are as diverse as the student body. And the amazing thing is that volunteers are pumping up. A man came from Java with a new kind of organic agriculture. A woman came from Africa with music, and together these volunteers and the teachers are deeply committed to creating a new generation of global green leaders. The green school effect, we don't know what it is. We need someone to come and study it. But what's happening? Our learning different kids. Dyslexic, we even renamed them prolexic. We are doing well in these beautiful classrooms, and all the kids are thriving. And how did we do all this? On giant grasses bamboo, it comes out of the ground like a trend. It grows as hard as a coconut tree in 2 months, and 3 years later it can be harvested to build buildings like this. It's as strong as dense as teak, and it will hold up any roof. When the architects came, they brought us these things, and you've probably seen things like this. The yellow box was called the administration complex. Laughter. We squashed it, we rethought it, but mainly we renamed it the heart of school, and that changed everything forever. It's a double helix. It has administrators in it and many other things. And the problem of building is when the Balinese workers saw long rooms of place, they looked at them and said, "What's this?" So we built big models. We had them engineered by the engineers. And the Balinese carpenters like this measured them with their bamboo rulers, selected the bamboo, and built the buildings using age-old techniques. Mostly by hand, it was chaos. And the Balinese carpenters want to be as modern as we do, so they use metal scaffolding to build the bamboo building, and when the scaffolding came down, we realized that we had a cathedral to green and a cathedral to green education. The heart of school has 7 kilometers of bamboo in it. From the time the foundations were finished, in 3 months it had roofs and floors. It may not be the biggest bamboo building in the world, but many people believe that it's the most beautiful. Is this doable in your community? We believe it is. Green School is a model we built for the world. It's a model we built for Bali. And you just have to follow these simple rules. Be local, let the environment lead, and think about how your grandchildren might build. So, Mr. Gore, thank you. You ruined my life, but you gave me an incredible future. And if you are interested in being involved in finishing Green School and building the next 50 around the world, please come and see us. Thank you. Applause.